Alright, baseball buffs and long-suffering Cubs fans, gather round. It's time for another episode of What the Heck Are the Cubs Doing? You sent over this article detailing the absolute meltdown happening in Chicago over the Cody Bellinger trade. And let me tell you, the level of fury is hotter than a Chicago dog on a summer day. We're going to dive into this whole situation with our signature blend of humor and maybe just a touch of commiseration for the Wrigley faithful. So, the Cubs had a pretty busy offseason, right? They made a big splash by acquiring star outfielder Kyle Tucker from the Houston Texans. That got some fans excited. The thought of a potent bat like Tucker joining the lineup had many dreaming of playoff contention. But then, the reality check hit. They had to give up a top prospect in Cam Smith, who, ouch, is already on the Astros opening day roster. That's like trading your slightly used Ferrari for a brand new one. But having to throw in your prized vintage motorcycle is part of the deal. It stings, doesn't it? You get something shiny and new, but you lose a piece of the future in the process. Then came the move that really sent Cubs Nation into a tailspin. They shipped star outfielder and first baseman Cody Bellinger to the New York Yankees for pitcher Cody Poteet. At the time, fans were scratching their heads. And frankly, many were banging their heads against the wall. Trading away a guy who was awesome in 2023. A former MVP who brought energy and excitement to Wrigleyville. For a pitcher most hadn't heard of? It felt counterproductive, to say the least. Bellinger wasn't just a good player, he was a fan favorite. A guy who seemed to embrace the Cubs and the city. Letting him go felt like a punch to the gut for many in the North Side. The reaction to the Bellinger trade was, shall we say, less than enthusiastic. Cubs fans loved Bellinger. He had a fantastic season, played great defense, and seemed like a key piece for the future. Sending him to the Yankees felt like the front office was waving the white flag before the season even started. It sparked debates on sports talk radio, fueled angry threads on social media, and probably caused a few sleepless nights for the Wrigley faithful. But hey, maybe Poteet was a hidden gem, right? A diamond in the rough? A pitching prodigy just waiting for his chance? Maybe he had a secret weapon. A knuckleball that could make even Mariano Rivera jealous? Well, hold that thought. Because the baseball gods, or perhaps just the Cubs front office, had other plans. Because, in a move that has Cubs fans reaching for the nearest bottle of antacids, the Cubs have already designated Cody Poteet for assignment. Yes, you heard that right. The main return for Cody Bellinger. The guy who was supposed to help fill the void left by Cody Bellinger didn't even make the regular season roster. He got DFA'd. It's like trading your star player for a lottery ticket, only to find out the ticket expired last week. The Cubs essentially traded a fan favorite for nothing. Well, technically, they freed up a roster spot. But that's hardly the blockbuster return Cubs fans were hoping for. It's a move so perplexing. It makes you wonder if the Cubs front office is playing some kind of elaborate prank on their loyal fanbase. And boy, are the Cubs fans letting their feelings be known. The article is filled with some absolute gems of fan reactions. We've got the blunt and to the point, Jed disaster class. Ouch, that's a direct hit right to the heart of the front office. Then there's the fan wondering if Jed Hoyer managed to lose both the Bellinger trade and the Cam Smith trade before opening day. Double ouch. That's like tripping on the way to pick up your consolation prize. And my personal favorite, smooth-brained management comes to mind. You don't trade a 29-year-old who was awesome in 2023. Plays multiple positions at GG caliber too. Morons, tell us how you really feel. There's even a fan suggesting they DFA the entire Cubs front office. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a petition circulating in Chicago demanding a complete organizational overhaul. Maybe even a fan-led ownership group. The level of frustration is palpable. Now, let's not completely forget about Kyle Tucker. He's a heck of a player. A legitimate star in this league. And acquiring him was a big move that, on its own, would likely be praised. But the article points out the looming possibility of Tucker leaving in free agency next offseason. So, did the Cubs just trade a beloved player and a top prospect for a year of Kyle Tucker and nothing for Bellinger? It's a risky strategy, to say the least. It feels like the Cubs are constantly taking one step forward and then two giant steps back. Perpetually stuck in a cycle of mediocrity that drives their fans absolutely bonkers. Cubs fans have been waiting for a World Series contender for, well, let's not even go there. The scars are still too fresh for many. And moves like this certainly don't inspire a lot of confidence that the drought will end anytime soon. Cubs president of baseball operations Jed Hoyer is definitely feeling the heat right now. His lack of aggressiveness in recent years has already frustrated the fanbase. And this latest series of moves has only amplified those concerns. It's a tough job, building a winning team in a competitive league, navigating salary caps and player egos. But these moves have left many wondering if the Cubs are truly committed to contending or if they're just content with treading water. The fans deserve better. They've shown their loyalty through thick and thin. And right now, many feel like they're being taken for granted. So, there you have it, folks. Cubs fans are not happy. To put it mildly, the Cody Bellinger trade, which already looked questionable, has somehow gotten even worse with the DFA of Cody Poteet. Coupled with the loss of a top prospect for a potentially short-term rental in Kyle Tucker. It's a recipe for fan frustration that could last well into the season. What do you think about the Cubs' moves? Are the fans overreacting, or is there legitimate cause for concern? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more baseball banter, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode of Trying to Understand Baseball Front Offices. We'll catch you in the next one. And to all the Cubs fans out there, hang in there. Maybe next year will be the year, maybe. What's going on, Cubs Nation? Your source for all the roller coaster rides coming out of Wrigleyville is back. And buckle up, because the latest news is sending fans into a frenzy. Remember that Cody Bellinger trade that already had a lot of you scratching your heads? Well, things just got, shall we say, more interesting. This video dives into the latest drama. The Cubs, after trading away the beloved Cody Bellinger to the Yankees for pitcher Cody Poteet, have now, wait for it, designated Poteet for assignment. That's right, the main return for Bellinger isn't even going to make the regular season roster. You can practically hear the collective groan from Cubs fans all the way to the North Pole. This video reminds us that this Bellinger trade was already unpopular. Trading away a guy who was awesome in 2023, played multiple positions at a Gold Glove level, for a pitcher who couldn't even stick with the team. It's leaving fans absolutely bewildered. And the reactions online? Oh boy, they're something else. We're seeing comments calling it a Jed disaster class, questioning if the front office has managed to lose both the Bellinger trade and the prospect they traded for Kyle Tucker before opening day. Ouch. Some fans are even suggesting it's time to DFA the Cubs front office themselves. Things are getting spicy. This video also touches on the bigger picture, with the very real possibility of losing Kyle Tucker to free agency next offseason. Some fans are worried that the Cubs have actually taken a giant leap backward. They're tired of what they perceive as a lack of commitment to building a true World Series contender. So, Cubs fans, are you hitting the panic button yet? What do you make of this latest move? Was the Bellinger trade a mistake? Let us know your fiery takes in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Cubs news and maybe, just maybe, a little bit of hope sprinkled in along the way. Go Cubs, maybe?